Hey, welcome back to thedrinker.co.uk with me, Pete Turner, for another one of my vids with a roundup of my selections from all the UK supermarkets in the summer going into the autumn of 2024. This time we're at Morrisons. Like in all the vids, none of these wines come in at over £10. They're all up to £10, so I'm trying desperately to keep the quality high and keep under that £10 mark. Not sure how long we can keep doing that, but that's how we're doing it at the moment. And to start off with, we've got two reds, two whites, a rosé and a fizz. As always, we are in Bordeaux, classic wine territory. Classic wine. This is a classic right bank Bordeaux, so it's a bit Merlot dominant, but it's got some Cabernet Sauvignon and some Cabernet Franc in there. This is Bordeaux Superieur, so this is the best Bordeaux Superieur from Morrisons. Comes in at $8.75 and is 13%. It's beautiful deep ruby colour. And it's lovely on the nose. It's got that classic Bordeaux nose. It's really dark cherries, red cherry. It's got some lovely sort of a tarry note behind it, a little smoky tarry note behind it. And there's something about green pepper and black pepper in there. And I poured that a while ago. It's really opened up in the glass, and the fruit is voluptuous and lovely and expressive. That lovely, beautiful sort of tarry, earthy note comes through. A little bit of smokiness to it. So Bordeaux Superieur is supposed to be a little step up from regular AOC Bordeaux. Usually a little bit higher in alcohol, and the quality of the grapes that they use in that is usually superior to. So $8.75's worth for a classic wine. If you're beginning to work your way through and learn about wine, classic Bordeaux, it's a really good place to start. It's not going to set the world on fire. It's not way up there with all the great Bordeaux's, but it's certainly a very good starting point. And $8.75, the best Bordeaux Superieur, is a really good starting point. So from classic Bordeaux, we are now going to Spain for Tempranillo. This is Negra Toro Tempranillo. Tempranillo is the classic grape variety in Rioja, but this doesn't come from Rioja. This comes from northwestern Spain, over by the border with Portugal. It's 14% and is £8, and it's a lovely colour. And it's had, I read on the bottle, it says it's had some time resting in new French oak, and you get that on the nose. It's beautiful fruit. Yeah, there's really good jammy fruit in there. But there is that lovely sort of vanilla element to it. It's a bit like cherry pie and custard. The custard brings the vanilla, and the grapes bring that lovely cherry element. And there's also a little bit of sort of almost a menthol note on the finish to it. It's big and full, and you get that it's 14%. It's a good barbecue wine, good summer barbecue wine. Some lovely grippy tannins there, giving the fruit some structure to hold on to. So it's big in every element. Lovely stuff. So Negra Toro Tempranillo comes in at £8. That's a lot of wine for the money. Good stuff. Okay, so we are now in Italy for Soave Classico. Don't turn your nose up at Soave. Soave has improved enormously in the last 15 years, and Classico means that the standard should be slightly higher. Comes from the very centre of the wine producing region there near Verona in northern Italy, and it's beautiful pale, as you'd expect from a lovely Italian white. And again, from a lovely Italian white, you expect this lovely lemon, Sicilian lemon sort of note to it. And there is a little bit extra there too. There's also some white blossom behind it. Again, fresh and zingy, perfect patio wine, $7.75, lovely stuff. Simple, but really classy. And yet doing the simple stuff well is really hard in winemaking. And that's it. It's just hit the nail on the head. Beautiful, simple, light, lemon, floral, dry, zingy, perfect stuff at that price point. Perfect wine. So here's a bit more of a complicated cousin. This is £8.50. It's the best Riesling. This comes from the Pfalz in Germany. And again, don't turn your nose up at German Riesling. I know it got really sort of tawdry towards the early 80s, and lots of really sweety, medium sweet Liebfraumilch knocking about. This is dry as you like. This is Trocken, which means dry. And it has got that brilliant Riesling nose to it. It's that really lovely, expressive, floral, almost flower shop, almost fruit salad, almost old lady's handbag, but in the very best way. And it's just everything you want out of a Riesling. So it is dry, it's fresh, it's good fresh acidity, it's mouth-watering. That fruit and that floral note really comes through. It's big, peachy, flowery, blossomy, beautiful, beautiful wine at £8.50. That is a smashing, smashing wine. It's 12.5%, which is slightly higher than you'd expect for German Riesling, but it works really, really well. So next up, we have got this Garganega Pinot Grigio. It's sort of a blush, it doesn't say blush, but it's a kind of blush wine. Both of those grapes are classically sort of white, but they do have a little bit of colour in the skin, and the skin has had 12 hours contact with the juice after pressing. So that gives it its pink colour. £7. It's made by the same people who make the Soave, as it happens, Cantina di Soave. It's I don't know if you can see the colour there, but it is a really beautiful light pale pink. And it's everything you need. It's strawberry and cherry and red currant, and it's dry and fresh and light and pretty. And it really is a perfect patio wine. £7.75, lovely stuff. The best Garganega Pinot Grigio Rosé. And last of all, this is Menestrello Prosecco. Classic old Prosecco is 10.5%, so you can drink it all day, and it's lovely and pretty, and the fizz is persistent. Oh, and it's £8. When I bought this, it was £6, so do look out for it on offer. Does go up and down a bit, so do check that out. So it's £8 classic price, and again, beautiful peach nose as you'd expect from Prosecco. Yeah, the peach carries on the palate, which would make it a great Bellini wine. So you get still some peach juice, perfect cocktail. That's going to be a really classy little cocktail. Bottle looks great. Everything you want out of your Prosecco. Light and fresh and simple and easy and very cocktailable. Good stuff. So that's my selection from Morrisons for the summer going into the autumn of 2024. Do check out my shorter vids at Drinkersite on TikTok. We're also on Instagram, and check out thedrinker.co.uk for all my recommendations at all the price points for all of the UK supermarkets. I'm Pete Turner from thedrinker.co.uk. Enjoy your summertime drinking. Cheers.